Good morning to you, our distinguished viewers from all over the world. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you once again to Morning Spring on Western Spring Television. Emeka Daniel is my name. We do this every weekday from Mondays to Fridays, where we bring you the latest news, breaking news, and of course, newspaper headlines. We start with the headlines, then we dive into critical discussions that shape our nation, and we also try to proffer solutions to the myriad of problems we are facing in the nation. And that's exactly what we do here every day, saying it as it is on Western Spring Television. Thank you once again for joining us. Emeka Daniel is my name. It's a beautiful Thursday morning, and it promises to be a wonderful day. Rest assured, you do not want to miss any part of the show this morning. Good morning, Femi.
Good morning, Daniel.
Trust you had a great night.
Yes, I did. Although you appear short.
Sure.
Yeah, I hope you did too.
I tried.
All right. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, world. It's good to be back here for the first installment of Morning Spring on Western Spring Television. And this is what we do here at this time. We look at headlines from major dailies, we review it, and of course, we talk about issues of public importance. Femi Ojo is my name. We are live on channel 190, 190 on StarTimes DTT, and also live on our YouTube channel, Western Spring Television. You are here in for a good time today. So many things to talk about, especially about governance, politics, policies, and all of those things, in as much it concerns you, distinguished Nigerians. This is where the conversation around them happen, And I think the biggest right now is that the former vice president, serial, contestant as far as the presidency of this nation is concerned.
I thought you wanted to say serial entrepreneur.
He is, by the way, I wouldn't know the state now. He has been a business owner.
Absolutely.
He has been a public servant. He was in the customs for years, rose through the ranks, and then went into politics. And he has tried to contest multiple times as aspirant, as candidate, and all of those things. And we're talking about former Vice President Atiku Abubakar Waziri of Adamawa, saying au revoir to the PDP again.
Absolutely. He finally made the decision this time. Right. Initially, when that news first broke, they first denied it. They said, no, it was a rumor. But now we know he has actually, his letter surfaced, dated July 14th, and he has made that decision to show that now he's serious. Okay, it means business as far as the coalition, the ADC, is concerned. So he doesn't want to leave anyone in doubt, and any doubt saying, no, but you're still in the PDP. So now he has officially resigned. He says it's a heartbreaking decision, but he had to make that decision at this point.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, that's what he said in this letter. That's what he said. He's been a founder.
I'm not doubting it. He said I just want to be sure.
Yeah, he's been a founding father of the PDP, so it's kind of heartbreaking for him to leave. At this time, such a sacrifice.
Yeah, he was the first vice president, under the flag of the PDP.
That's true.
So he reserved the right to say he's one of the founding fathers, especially in 1999 when he deputized for, Olusegun Obasanjo, so much more. And one will say he has left again, because he has left before. He has left again now, 2025. Absolutely. And I think he's almost in his 80s right now. Yeah, I think 76 or 78 or thereabouts. But then,
compared to Paul Biya of Cameroon, he's still a young man.
Nothing should compare to Paul Biya.
He's still a young man.
And we will look into that in the course of the program today. The motive, and almost everyone can guess why he has left the PDP, because all of them, including himself, are ported to the APC, and many of them have dropped their resignation letter. Atiku dropped his yesterday. David Mark dropped his weeks ago. So who is next? Many persons are expecting P2B. They want to say, stay one place. If you want to be in Labour, be in Labour. And I think the Buri-led faction of the Labour Party gave him an ultimatum.
So what happened?
Who knows?
What happened with the expulsion? So that's politics for you.
Do they have the steel to do that, actually? Because, yes, Labour Party has been existing before, but then they were made very much more popular.
I never knew them before.
With the APC, yeah. There's Labour Party. They've even had a governor before. There's Olusegun Mimiko of in Ondo State. He contested. He was of the PDP. Went to Labour and won. Actually,
no, that's true.
Yeah, and then he left the Labour again, back to the PDP or Zenith Labour Party. So, but then Atiku is the latest big signee of ADC. Actually, as far as the political transfer window is concerned right now.
Absolutely, we do wish him the best in his quest. But again, it's not a do or die affair to be president of Nigeria. If you truly love Nigeria, you should do the right thing. Well, they said the primaries will be free and fair, that the best man, the ticket goes to the best man. So it's not as if he's getting an automatic ticket from the ADC. It will be keenly contested. He has shown interest. Peter Obi has shown interest. Rotimi Amechi has also shown interest. So we have 3 major candidates.
Peter Obi has even, we learned, submitted a proposal. So if you guys will have me, 4 years don't do.
Well, but they're telling him there's nothing like an automatic ticket. You have to contest for the ticket.
There is a reason why these people join the ADC. There is a motive. And for them, primarily it's about Tinubu must leave. Whoever gets the ticket, this Bola Tinubu must leave, because he has done this, he has done that, he has not done well, he has plunged the nation into this and that, and according to them. Now, the question we have been asking, and we see us this morning, is, were they sent by the Nigerian people? Has there been, town hall meetings that these people held in their zones, and people told them, oh, we need a change, and we are sending you people? Because they have been speaking for themselves, and many of them have been with it. Bola Tinubu before, either as a party member or as in-house caucus, like Rauf and all of those people before. In fact, one of them worked with Bola Tinubu. They were at the Chatham House together, answered question on behalf of Bola Tinubu before the 2023 election. That's Nasir El-Rufai. He was nominated to be minister. He was as close as that before whatever happened. And the man said it was Tinubu changed his mind. So after a year or two, he said the man hasn't done well, and he's gone. All they are waiting for is 2027. Rauf has been making rounds as well. He has been traversing from Akure to Ilesha to Shogbo. We don't know where it's next to say. These APC have not done well. The APC that you are part of, you are a governor of the APC. You are a minister of the APC. And just in 2 years, Bola Tinubu has, if I may use one popular parlance around there, Bola Tinubu has dabaru everything now, as they usually say.
Well, now that is politics for you.
We are not saying maybe Bola Tinubu is doing well or not doing well, but from this context of the politicians, do they have the voice of the people to go ahead in this quest of theirs? And the thing is it really about the people? Really? What more can a Rotimi Amechi offer? What more can Rauf offer? I'm just asking. What more can Atiku Abubakar offer? David Mark, what more can he offer? What do they have that Bola Tinubu doesn't have, that they are promising Nigerians right now? Well,
if you ask them, they'll say a lot of Nigerians have been complaining about the hardship, which is quite obvious in Nigeria. The economy is bad, the people are suffering, hunger has increased. Right. Even the World Bank and IMF have said that. So they'll say, since the situation is bad,
IMF,
since the situation is bad, they are simply stepping up on behalf of the people. They are not waiting to be called.
On behalf of the people?
They are making them, they are volunteering. See, Femi, it's a huge sacrifice.
I'm telling you.
It's a huge sacrifice to step up and say, I want to serve.
I'm telling you.
Atiku is making a huge sacrifice. He wants to serve Nigeria. So that's justice.
Is that sarcasm at his best?
We don't really have to call him first. Sometimes you have to step up and say, oh, let me just sacrifice my time and serve Nigeria. Once and for all.
I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
So many things.
Don't make me laugh.
I think that's sarcasm. I think that's sarcasm at its best. To say these people, they are sacrificing. How dare you not support them? Anyway, we will keep tabs with what is happening. But then it is his right, just like it is your right, to aspire for office. Age is not a barrier.
Absolutely.
And for many persons that have been castigating him for being a serial contestant, actually, Muhammadu Buhari contested 4 times before he got, that seat. He contested absolutely. 3 times, and it was always getting more than 10 million each time. A voting block, But
they even made a song for him, that viral song, that was, how do I say, inspired by the current president.
Oh, well. Yeah, the president now said it, that he failed once, twice, thrice, and he was crying. And he told him, Bola Tinubu said he told him, this is not about crowd. You will contest president, and you will enter. And the man entered, so to say. And he used his 8 years now. It's Bola Tinubu's turn, and Nigerians are waiting what will happen. Now, politics is quite a dynamic one. And as they say, 24 hours is always a long time. Now, Buhari is dead, has passed on, he has been buried. But there's one thing. He was, take it or leave it, he had some court following.
Absolutely.
Buhari.
Yeah.
Now, who we command that block, that Buhari block, because that means the leader is dead now. There are some people waiting who will commandeer that particular block. I'm talking about as far as political experience is concerned.
Yeah. And that's actually the CPC block, and we have rumors now that they are planning to pull out of the APC. That's the latest that the CPC
exactly
block
my point, because they don't have a leader that can tell them, hold on. Now, Buhari made some submission before he died, especially during the issue of verify and all of those things, to say, I'm committed to the APC. Now, the man that said he's committed has died. Who will be the new leader of that particular Buhari block? Who will choose and say where to stay and where to go?
And this might just be the best time for someone like Nasiru El-Rufai to woo the CPC block now, since their key leader, Buhari, is no more.
He has left.
Exactly. So Nasiru El-Rufai is the next strongest person. And he would just tell them, I told you guys. Remember, before I defected, I spoke to Buhari and he said, fine, he gave me his blessings. Now Buhari is gone. So, brothers, join me. So,
all right. It's not just the following as a leader. There is a northern element of this thing. Because many persons followed him because he represents the core conservative north. That was Buhari represent. Atiku, many persons across the north believe is too elitist. So he doesn't have that court following, so to speak. He has his people, but they believe he's an elite, and a reserved conservative north believed more in the leadership and the lifestyle of a Buhari. Now that he's no more, that is some calculation right there. Who will they support at this time? We'll wait to see. So many things playing now. The Southwest politics, the Southeast politics, the general politics, all Nigerians will say is let these things translate to good governance. When things are working, when the environment is good, I'm not sure any Nigerian will care where the leader is from.
Absolutely. They don't care. That's my point. If Nigeria is working, no one cares where you're from. No one cares. Absolutely.
And then, many things to talk about on the program today. We take a quick break right now. When we return, we go straight to the headlines. You don't want to miss any part of this program. Stay with us. All right, we kickstart the headline segment this morning from the front page of the Nation newspaper. Knocks for ex-VP Atiku after dumping PDP for 3rd time. Knocks for ex-VP Atiku after dumping PDP for 3rd time. That is on the front page of the Nation. I left because of irreconcilable differences. That is attributed to Atiku. An exit is of no effect, says Makinde. I left because of irreconcilable differences. Exit is of no effect, says Makinde. We'll wait to see. And Kayamo, timing of exit during money period for Buhari insensitive. Okay, Kayamo, this is attributed to one of the writers. Timing of exit during money period. During money period, I take that again. Kayamo, timing of exit during money period for Buhari insensitive. To say political decisions is being made, during the 5 day, I think it's a 5 day money period for the late Buhari. Whatever I did.
So you're saying Atiku shouldn't have defected now?
Well, maybe that kind of a decision could have been postponed till after the money, because a former leader has been buried and he's still being mourned. Why are you making political moves?
Is he himself not playing politics? So that's his own opinion. So if you are pointing fingers at someone, it also affects you.
All right.
Politics has not shut down simply because Buhari passed on. So if you don't pick on someone.
Prayers for Buhari in Daura, Abuja. Prayers for Buhari in Daura, in Abuja. Thanks extraordinary session for council chambers. Prayers for Buhari in Daura, Abuja. Thanks extraordinary session for council chambers. You can see the Fidel prayers there. Some leaders, Vice President Kashim Shettima standing there, and you can see beside him, I think that's Babangana Zulum, with other leaders. And we learned P2B was the Fidel yesterday, because many persons have questioned him why it wasn't.
He actually gave his reasons.
Yeah, he gave his reasons.
He said it wasn't easy getting a flight to Daura, that the airspace.
And even said it was delayed in Katsina. Like got to Katsina, and then he couldn't get to Daura. But it's all politics. Everything counts at this time, even if it should be on a normal day insignificant. But people want to put political calculation to say, that means. In fact, I saw a tweet yesterday. Somebody was saying because it wasn't at Daura, that means it's against the North. And the North will show him. And I was like, you with your single tweet.
It's not like that.
You are speaking for the North. Who sent you?
You remember I also raised it yesterday that no former Nigerian leader was there. No former president was there. people notice all those.
They do. Especially, you could see the big long cap of Ibikunle Amosun. It was, a close person. And he is of the CBC block, a former governor of Ogun State there. Many persons that were the prayers yesterday. Moving on, Otudeco exits first holdco in 323 billion naira deal. These are big people making big moves, big things.
Absolutely.
Nigerian singer sang and say he loves big things. So, in this place, talking about big moves being made by big people. Now, inflation drops for third time in a row. Right. That should sound like music in our ears, but how significant is the inflation?
By what percent?
Inflation drops for third time in a row, and federal government plans end to fish import. Federal government plans end to fish import. There we go.
Are we producing enough? That's it. There's some kind of fish you won't get here. Are we producing enough? It's not just about making policies. Do we have enough? So if we don't have certain species of fish and we have to import, and there are people,
maybe there are plans for us to have those things, every species. If not, you are stuck with your ejaudo and your tilapia, with the bones.
Because if I like a particular kind of fish and I can't get it here, then
don't worry, we are working on it. Just tell us. It's not a big deal. And why should your appetite not be patriotic? Whatever you can't find around you.
Our leaders, are they patriotic?
I'm not talking about your leaders.
It's the same thing. They're the ones making the policy.
We are neighbors.
They are the ones making the policies. Are they patriotic? That's the point.
Obasanjo and Yoku differ on need for new constitution. And I think the Patriots started their meeting yesterday, and there are online platforms as well provided for people to be part of that meeting, submit a submission. So, but the push by the Patriots is to have a brand new constitution. Right. And UBA, transborder payments now seamless. Fire share close to tears after acquitted by court. It was quite a scene yesterday. That case started far back as almost 10 years or thereabout now. Not up to that, but it has been on for years. And yesterday was acquitted, discharged, and Yoshokomole himself. He called himself the Romale to fried rice. And later in the evening yesterday, I saw a celebration where he went to a construction site and bought amala for everybody there. And they sat down and he said, this is he celebrating his freedom, with plates of amala.
I mean, why won't it be close to tears? You're talking about, 6.9 billion naira fraud case. I mean, being, wiped off.
That's taken years.
Just imagine the kind of relief we will feel.
All right. But many persons will think that's one case that has dragged for too long. Years, just to prove, just to arrive at the conclusion. And the man, saw him yesterday when he was being hugged by his
So does it mean that there was no substance in that case, in that fraud case, because they just...
Well, we'll have to see the CTC and, read what Milord based their judgment upon. But as far as Fauci is concerned, as far as that case is concerned, he's a free man. And the man has celebrated with some plate of amala, to say he's a free man. Whatever you make of it, that's your choice. That will be all from the Nation newspaper.
And from the Nation, we move to the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning. On the Punch newspaper, 2027 tensions. Buhari's CPC bloc may damp APC. Buhari's CPC bloc may damp APC. With a rider, some CPC chieftains likely to quit, but APC remains unshaken. That's attributed to Shitu. Some CPC chieftains likely to quit, but APC remains unshaken. And that's what the party will always say, that they are unshaken.
Right.
But trust me, if the CPC bloc should quit the APC, that will be a huge loss to the APC. So there is nothing like being unshaken. If you lose the CPC, it will definitely affect the strength of the party, talking about APC. Away from the banner red line, 2027, Atiku's PDP exit sparks political firestorm. 2027, Atiku's PDP exit sparks political firestorm. You find a story on page 3. Yesterday, it was reported widely on all the online platforms and newspaper that Atiku finally tendered his resignation, officially left the PDP, and is sparking a lot of political firestorm, because Atiku is one heavyweight, of course, when it comes to the political space in Nigeria. He was PDP's presidential candidate for the last general elections in 2023. And before now, his his running mates had actually decamped. So now he is also leaving the party for his own reasons. Irreconcilable differences, according to him. Yeah, and such a heartbreaking decision for Atiku. Away from that, JAMB uncovers 9,460 illegal admissions in 20 tertiary institutions. JAMB uncovers 9,460 illegal admissions in 20 tertiary institutions. You find that story on page 18. So we still have illegal admissions, institutions just unilaterally admitting students.
Yes. And I think that's the problem with those graduates of dentistry in, I've forgotten the school now, that when it was, they are almost rounding off, and the accreditation of that particular course, I think they started in 2016 or 17, is being withdrawn now.
That's not fair on the students. It's not their fault.
Terrible decision.
That's a 6-year course.
Yeah. And this is Nigeria. You can't use that 6 years.
Absolutely.
Possibly they are 8 year studying, and just to round off the accreditation of that particular course was withdrawn from the school. And the the VC has put it on ourselves to say it's our fault. They will rectify. And, they were penalized because they were at that time, supposed to admit 10, and they admitted 60.
It's no fault of the students.
No fault of the students. And so they have been protesting. You can't imagine the trauma.
Absolutely.
Yes. You mean nothing?
But does it really make any sense? Again, our regulatory bodies, does it make any sense? You wait for students to go through school for a number of years, for over 6 years, then all of a sudden you realize that because of something. Why wait for so long?
Well, I wouldn't know. It wouldn't make sense.
Quite unfortunate. Away from that, moving on to other stories, still on the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning. Obasanjo, Anyoku push for better leadership, new constitution. Obasanjo, Anyoku push for better leadership, new constitution. You find a story on page 7. Of course, Chief Emeka Nyanko is the leader of the confab of the patriots going about the review of the constitution, trying to give Nigeria a brand new constitution. And we do hope they succeed in their quest. Has been tried a couple of times, even under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. They had the national confab, but most times, at the end of the day, nothing happens. So let's just hope that this time, it really means something.
Yeah. And the story I talked about earlier, it's at University of Calabar, at UNICAL, in which Professor Florence Obi, the VC, has called for come and taking responsibility. And he's not even the withdrawal of accreditation, he's the refusal of the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria not to induct those people, because there were issues with all of those things. And that means they are even done.
Yeah, they're done.
Just to be inducted, the council refused them because they were only given go-ahead to admit 10, and they admit 60. And the registrar went ahead, you know, and everything, just for you to cross the line now, there are issues. And the students have been protesting. And one cannot imagine the state of mind of those guys. Many of them might even have Japa plans already.
Absolutely.
And many of them are just waiting to just start working to repay all the investment by the parents, by, you know, lovers, friends, and family. And now they are the dead end. But then the VC has said, whatever needs to be done, she will do that. But many persons are waiting. What will you do?
You should employ them.
What?
You should employ them. They should sit on the neck.
What kind of a job can, even if she employs them, what kind of job can they do without being inducted by the council?
By the council.
That's a professional body.
Yeah, that's just on a light note. Quite unfortunate.
Yeah,
and I really feel pity for those students having spent, you know, quite a number of years, over 6 years in school, and now they can't practice because the council won't even induct them. Quite unfortunate. Away from that, still on the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning, CBN injects $4.1 billion to defend Naira as reserves decline. CBN injects 4.1 billion Naira, dollars, I beg your pardon, to defend Naira as reserves decline. You find a story on page 17. And on the bottom strip of the Punch newspaper this morning, insurgency. NAF to acquire 49 new fighter jets. Insurgency. Nigerian Air Force to acquire 49 new fighter jets. You find a story on page 16. That's quite a huge one. 49 fighter jets. Yeah. Quite a huge one, the parts of the Nigerian Air Force. And beside that, 151 top police officers under investigation, says NPF. 151 top police officers under investigation, says MPF. That's the Nigerian Police Force.
Yeah.
You find that story on page 12. And finally, from the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning, we have Fayose weeps as court clears ex-governor of 6.9 billion naira fraud. Fayose weeps as court clears ex-governor of 6.9 billion naira fraud. You find that story on page 16. Who wouldn't weep? 6.9 billion naira, and now you're free?
Yeah.
You should celebrate more.
With the mala.
Absolutely. And that'll be all from the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning.
All right. Lastly, on the headline segment, the Daily Trust have these, Makinde, Keyamo, others react as Atiku quits PDP again. The Daily Trust has these following headlines with the big bold one: Makinde, Keyamo, others react as Atiku quits PDP again. 151 police officers before disciplinary panel over ethical violation, others. 34 sacked in 2 years. And you can see the breakdown of dismissed police officers in 2 years. In 2023, many were dismissed. In 2024, and so far in 2025. Again, the police first should purge themselves of these bad eggs and spoil the rest of the crate of the egg.
Absolutely. And for me, talking about the police, just yesterday I saw a report. The chief imam of Urobi Central Mosque in Edo State,
yeah,
he was kidnapped. Then after a while, he was released. The police actually came out to say that, oh, they put pressure on the kidnappers and he was released. But the man came out and said, no, that's not so. That he actually paid ransom of 6.5 million naira. So he was shocked after being released to now to now start saying in the news that the police rescued him. He said, no, that's not so. That he paid ransom. Now he was bold enough to come out to say, so
well,
what about other cases?
After paying the ransom, the police now took him home.
No, they didn't take him home. He said he got home. Femi said he got home. When he got home, the DPO of Uromi now visited him just to gather information. He said after that, that was when he heard that he has been rescued.
The man,
he has been rescued by the police.
Congratulations to him, by the way, for having another shot at life. Because many persons in Nigeria, unfortunately, have paid ransom and he was still killed.
Still died, yeah.
In fact, in some cases, the people who go to drop ransom have been kidnapped as well. And so, as sad as it is, alhamdulillah, for him. And but then the police always saying, you don't expect them to say, but then it's the man that pay ransom. Police didn't pay ransom. But for the police to post it like they were involved with the rescue, or they were the one who rescued him, the man will not have that to say.
Trying to take glory for it, for what you didn't do.
What they didn't do.
No.
Now, expert link forex stability, seasonal farming to inflation drop, right? And abducted Niger women return with pregnancy and babies. Abducted Niger women return with pregnancies and babies. That's a problem there. An alleged 6.9 billion fraud. EFCC appeals Fayoshe's acquittal. Okay, it seems all is not done. All right.
EFCC is not letting him go easily like that.
That'll be all for the headline segment this morning. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. Stay with us.